Hi guys, today I create a new reaction of top 1 possible third run. It's carnivals and I might actually use it. So please it.
There's no such thing as a free lunch, but there is such thing as a free game.
Tidy, except for one loose end. Me.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 games that are free to play.
Someday I'll be just like you!
For our list, we chose the best games with a significant free component. We ranked these titles based on overall quality and replay value. We're only looking at PC free-to-play games, so apologies for those who were expecting smartphone games.
Structural failure imminent.
Number 10, Smite.
At least pretend not to be here.
Playing God isn't always the best idea in real life, but it makes for great gaming. In this MOBA, players duke it out as one of 51 playable gods from 7 different mythologies.
Enemies incoming right. Take left lane.
The third-person perspective gives it a more action game feel than other MOBA titles, and you sure won't find any shortage of combat. Plus, if you ever want to shell out some hard cash to complete your pantheon, it features one of the most generous pay packages available.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Number 9, Hawken. Ozzy Osbourne once said, "I am Iron Man," and you can be too in this mech combat FPS. You play as one of 9 classes of mechs, each with different advantages and special abilities. Regardless of which machine you play as, you'll have no problem getting around with a jet engine on your back. Once you get where you're going, you'll be ready to destroy your enemies with the game's expansive arsenal of weapons. Number 8, Tribes Ascend. Who would have ever thought that skiing would be an essential component of a shooter? Tribes is not for those who like their combat slow, as the action often requires you to fire at enemies while traveling at high speeds. But if you can fight while on the move, this game is for you. Just don't get too distracted by the pretty scenery.
Diamond Sword generator has been destroyed.
Number 7, Path of Exile.
I care naught for riches, little for friendship. The duel is all I need.
A lot of games tease you with free content, then make you fork over a bunch of cash if you want to get anywhere in them.
Though I spill my lunch every time I use the damn thing.
With the only transactions being visual assets like skins and taunts, Path of Exile gives you almost all of its gameplay content right off the bat. Inspired by Diablo, this RPG dungeon crawler has one of the most open-ended class development systems available, with almost every skill available to every class. It's a good game to get immersed in, especially if you were disappointed with Diablo 3.
A ravishing ranger, relegated to rot in Ray class.
Number 6, World of Tanks. Tired of feeling helpless in online shooters?
We've lost the track.
Well, having a tank here doesn't really help you, because everyone else has one too. As the game suggests, in this title, you take on your enemies from behind the control panel of one of many tanks, tank destroyers, or self-propelled guns.
They're knocked out.
Whichever you choose, your goal for each round is to either take down all of your opponents, or get control of their base.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Number 5, Dota 2.
Your death dream.
This game is the sequel to the title that started the MOBA genre, and it's come a long way since its humble beginnings as a mod. It's not the easiest game to play, and you might struggle at first, but part of the appeal is that all of the playable heroes are available right away, evening the playing field considerably.
Killing spree.
It also made a splash on the esports scene, with million-dollar prize pools that are currently growing every year.
From a spark, I grow. Get some.
Number 4, PlanetSide 2. Satisfy your plans for world domination in this game. Players team up to fight in battles of up to 2,000 players per continent to try to gain control of territory on the planet Araxis. You'll take part in a conflict where 3 different empires are vying for control, with tons of cool weapons and vehicles to help you out.
Catch a ride.
The game's map is huge, but quick drop points allow you to find battles ASAP. Number 3. Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Hey, Captain Oblivious. Boo.
The long-awaited title adapted from the beloved franchise to the MMORPG genre, which sadly only went free to play when its traditional model wasn't making enough revenue.
Really? Here goes nothing.
Its transition still makes it a great experience worth playing, as you fight as either part of the Galactic Empire or the Sith Republic to try to maintain control of the Star Wars universe.
I'm here to make sure you do your job.
I hardly think that's necessary.
Be it through traditional MMORPG combat or in awesome Star Fox-inspired space shooting segments. Also, it's an MMO with fully voiced dialogue and a story, so there's that.
If you don't flee, this be like killing 2 stone with 1 bird.
Number 2. Team Fortress 2. Battles are always better when you fight together. Bucking the trend of traditional modern warfare shooters, Team Fortress 2 instead forces you to learn to use one of 9 unique classes and work as a team to succeed.
Medic! Thanks!
While the practice of microtransactions for various beanies and fedoras has given it the rather unofficial title of Hats Fortress 2, the addictive gameplay will keep you coming back for more.
You did well!
Before we get to our number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Giganto will stomp Amazon into the ground!
Number 1, League of Legends. The free-to-play model has become more and more popular in recent years, but League of Legends elevated esports to mainstream status. The 2013 World Championships sold out the Staples Center and had an additional 32 million viewers watching at home, attracting more viewers than the World Series in the same year.
There's not a great deal Godlike can do about this one. He's just going to drop and die on the turret. It's first blood for Bengi.
League of Legends is becoming more than a great MOBA game. It's now a cultural phenomenon that continues to grow every day, and you don't have to pay a thing to try. Do you agree with our list?
Why are you yelling at me?
What's your favorite free-to-play game? For more free-to-watch top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Did it just get considerably colder?
If you like my video, so please subscribe the channel and share with your friends. And here's my title, Arms to Grow. Please